Did Pakistani officials know Osama bin Laden was living within their country? The U.S. has poured billions of your tax dollars into Pakistan to keep them as an ally on the war on terror. But a recent federal report says Pakistan has not been doing enough to help the United States fight terror. And we looked at some of the nearly $5 billion in aid that has been spent and found millions spent on questionable items, including a Pakistani version of Sesame Street. $20 million U.S. tax dollars spent by the U.S. State Department to create a Pakistani version of Sesame Street. Of course, it outrages anti-government waste groups.
And when you're explaining to somebody that, their taxes have gone up this year so that we can have a Pakistani version of Oscar the Grouch, that just doesn't pass the smell test.
The State Department's given Pakistan almost $5 billion in U.S. aid since 2002. It says its intentions are to ensure Pakistan is an ally in fighting the war on terror. But then we discover it was Osama bin Laden living in a lavish compound not far from the Pakistani capital. And just how is the State Department spending your money there? Besides money for Elmo and friends, the State Department has been handing out welfare checks to Pakistanis. This is a ceremony of the distribution of $85 million to people in the poor tribal areas of Pakistan. Texas Congressman Ted Poe.
We're trying to get people to like us, to be nice to us. Well, that has not worked.
And look at the list of recent Pakistani aid from the State Department's own website. $500 million for dams, $51 million for power plants, $25 million to upgrade this road in Peshawar, $40 million to promote women's rights programs, $80 million for job training, including money to make music videos. Videos to encourage Pakistanis to get job training at our expense, and $196 million for schools at a time when schools in Georgia are cutting programs.
You say to the parents who are sending these kids to schools with overcrowded classrooms that, gosh, the priority is to, build schools overseas. We just don't have the money to take care and educate our children at home.
Over the past year, we have repeatedly asked State Department officials to sit down with us to explain how they're using foreign aid. They have refused, but in writing they have put repeatedly that they are trying to win hearts and minds. But that may not be working. The protests continue, and now the Pakistani government is asking CIA agents to leave the country and demanding that U.S. drones stop killing terrorists within Pakistan's borders. Critics say it's proof some in Pakistan are pretending to fight terror while cashing our checks.
And they're playing us, the United States, in my opinion, as a fool, because we continue to give them aid.
Some Islamic experts defend the State Department, saying Pakistan has nuclear weapons and a large radical population, and that the U.S. needs a solid relationship with the government there.
Wait, that money is significant leverage for us. We don't use that leverage at all. We simply continue to give it to them.
And that debate will continue, and the Associated Press is reporting that some members of Congress are so upset by the fact bin Laden was found hiding near a Pakistani army base that they may be calling for a cut of all foreign aid to Pakistan. Of course, we will keep you updated.